turn on the light.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling. Lord have mercy. Where am I at? Thank you for listening to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. My name is Robert. That's my co-host Darren in LA. How y'all doing today?
We should be asking how you doing.
Yeah. You was
I don't
at
know,
work
man.
for a second.
Oh yeah, bro. I don't know where that came from.
You was in the past.
That was years ago at this point, though. That's the crazy
in the
part.
past that worked.
Oh man.
You must have just woke up, huh?
Nah,
Nigga woke up from a nightmare.
nah,
He
I
got
was
hired
just
back then.
I was just sleep for a long time.
That's funny as fuck, bro.
Oh man, call center vibes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo, I
man.
did my time in the call center. I feel it.
Oh man.
I didn't know it was gonna come out that naturally. It just happened. That's weird.
Well,
How long has it been since you worked at a call center and actually taking calls though, Rob?
7 months, 6 months,
7 months.
7 months.
Since you had to take a call?
Since you had to take calls. Because
Yeah.
you was a manager before.
Yeah. I had to take calls.
Oh. I don't believe him. Don't believe him, LA. He didn't even have a phone at his house.
I didn't have to take calls or work in the call center since January 1st, 2018. That's when I quit and walked out as a new man.
Right
Right,
on.
man.
I graduated, took all my vacation and sick time and dipped. Came back to the bus and relaxed for
That's
a good
the right
2 months.
That's the right way to do it. You gotta use your vacay time.
Man. All
Well,
right, so
let's get right into
we-
the podcast. So the first topic, we're just gonna go through them all. Is these women in this video are guessing, what they're giving their thoughts of what a man should make. Am I correct about that?
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna watch a little bit of this and see what happens from there.
I should make per year.
Depends where they live. I mean, if I'm like dating them, it'd be nice if they were at least making 100,000.
I have no clue.
Like $1 million, $2 million.
Okay, we're at ASU, so you're not gonna find him here.
Like fully like adult.
Someone that you would consider wanting to be with the rest of your life.
300K.
3 figures.
Okay, so why is that?
Just because, like, that's a stable income, I'd say.
100, like 500 grand? Is that a lot?
No, that's 500 is on a good day. Yeah, I mean it depends.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just throwing numbers out, dog.
They just don't understand, I
They don't
think,
know.
right?
They don't know. They don't know. They don't know if they've been in the job force yet. Maybe they
Now let's
still-
skip towards the end and you'll see a little bit of a let's see what happens towards the end.
They're down, but the men here are way hotter, and all the guys there are assholes.
Okay, that's you talking shit.
No, okay. A guy named Will. That's all I gotta say. He's in Teak.
Yeah, you, Will and Teak. Do you guys care about how he makes his money? Because if he's making good money, does it matter what he's doing specifically to make that money?
Honestly, kinda, yeah.
So in this video, they ask a random variety of questions like you saw. So I wanted to know, how much does a man need to make in your opinion?
In my opinion,
In your opinion, how much
anywhere
does an adult male need to make? Or is there not a number?
honestly there shouldn't be a number, but if you had to put a number on it, I think you minimum want to make around 50-60K a year.
60K a year as a single
My mom
man?
always told me you want to make your age. So if you're 30 years old, you should be at least making 30,000 a year.
I feel like that's crazy because 30,000 now, like if you think about it, if you make 50, isn't 18 an hour 40K?
18 an hour, 40K. About, I think.
Like
After taxes?
think about what 18 an hour is, bro. Like that's not shit. I'm not saying that's not shit, but like that's what McDonald's is doing 15 an hour now. Like that's old
Yeah.
school factors, you know? Like people
Yeah.
can't sustain off of that.
I think
The
that's
average
fair.
person, I think, makes like 40K, 45, something
No,
like that.
Yeah, Darren's right. It's around 40K.
Google
In
it.
America?
There's no way.
The
You
average
gonna look Ohio or
man,
just America?
In America,
the average male makes about
average
what?
male salary in America. Salary.
Salary. Dang, yeah, bro. This boy, this boy Rob is
See,
so
this is wake up.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
38,000.
There's
Sure.
no way. Like the cost of living, and let's just say,
the cost of living just went crazy though because of COVID.
Like-
This is 2019.
let's say New York. There's no way making 38K you can. Come on. Like that's a you're sharing a 2-bedroom with 4 people. Like that's not this is the greatest city on earth. Come on now.
I
And then
mean,
females are 10 grand less. Jesus. Ooh.
I mean,
These girls are gonna be shocked when they look at these stats.
the thing is, nobody ever looks up these stats, so nobody knows. I think I tried to tell you this a couple months ago, and you didn't believe me.
I still don't believe this. You probably made this Google page.
I don't think
Rob
I'm that.
probably was up all night like he gonna ask this tomorrow. Look,
We're gonna make them believe this. Nah,
y'all
man.
probably like Rob just spell it wrong to frustrate him, and then we gonna hit it up.
I mean, you just also got to think about places where people can live. Like, you don't got to make 100K to live in. I don't know what, Wyoming, Boise, Wyoming. Boise, Idaho. I don't know what I'm thinking.
What if we do
well,
Ohio?
That brings up to a follow-up question. I don't know if you guys saw, but 50 Cent's son came out saying that his dad was paying $6,700, giving him $6,700 a month for child support, and he was trying to tell people that wasn't enough to live off of.
I think his
See-
son is
see?
above the age of 18.
He's 25.
Like,
Yeah, man.
that's
If I'm
not-
still getting child support at 25, I'm happy. I'm a happy adult.
But he's saying that that's not enough to live off.
That's only 80K a year. Like what can he do? Like he's a famous person's son. Like he can't hire security. He can't do anything with 80K.
He don't need security.
He's 50 Cent's son. You don't think people gonna hold him hostage?
No.
I don't think people give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be different if they knew they was going to get paid for them. 50, by all accounts, do not seem like the type of person that would pay for that.
They'll be like, I gave you the $6,700.
Said that would be in his account at the end of this month if that's what you want.
Oh, by the way,
No.
this is the median income. If that makes
Do it in
sense.
Ohio or Columbus, Ohio. Let's do Columbus, Ohio.
$69K.
Maybe
Wait.
this is why I'm jaded.
I mean,
Because of like 19 an hour.
that's
That's
normal
not,
here.
I don't know, man.
I mean, that's what you should be getting paid here.
And here's a bunch of different jobs too, to give you even more of a look into. So let's just read them off. They say registered nurse is $25 to $40. Licensed practical nurse is $18 to $27.
Just say the average number.
Customer service representative is $15.
Ooh,
Administrative assistant is $17. Maintenance technician is $18. State tested nurse assistant is $13, and medical assistant is $16.
that's rough.
Some of these shits is not right. Like the people should be getting paid more for some of these things.
During COVID, they were, right? Because they were,
Yeah,
What?
I guess.
what were they called?
What did they call that?
Mandatory employees.
What did they call it? Necessary?
Something like that. Well, I forget. I forget what that was called,
Worker,
but
something worker. Something worker.
I had a badge. I don't remember what it was called though.
I cannot remember.
Ah, what was it called,
Necessary
Rob?
worker or some shit like that.
Essential.
Essential worker.
Yep, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
I
crazy.
mean, but that was just hazard pay. Oh man.
Has
I mean,
pay way.
ultimately though, to go back to the point of the video, young people never really know. They just don't. They're not out in the real world enough to know what people make. And I would argue most adults also aren't really there. Now, are they outrageous like the kids? No. But I will also say, like, most people probably don't think the average male is making a little bit less than 40,000. Most people don't think that, but the stats say that. Because regardless, you might be thinking if you're on the lower pole of that, you're probably looking at everybody else like, man, I wish I could be making that much money or whatever. If you're at the higher standpoint of that, you're like, I don't get why everybody can't either get a skill to make the same amount of me, or they just got to get that. They just got to do what they got to do. But you're not thinking that they're making unlivable wage by LA's standpoint.
Definitely think anything under, and again, the environment I'm in, like anything under 70, 80, like if you want, the American dream of a house, the white picket fence and all this jazz, like you can't do it with 40K, 50K anymore.
I agree, but you also got to remember, if you're responsible and you making 40K, you probably don't got a lot of children that you probably don't got a child or two that you're trying to feed. 80K, if you making 40K and you got children, you need to start honing in on the skill to get up to 60, 80K, because that's children. That's totally different ballpark. Like that's a totally different game than a single person. A single person can probably get by with 50. But when you have children, you need another 10K a year at least, I would say.
Well, you heard it here first. You can make it by on 40, 50K, but if you want kids, you got to have at least 80 girls. Start at 80.
All right. So our next video that we're going to be watching is Birds Aren't Real in New York City. So let's check this shit out.
We are the exact same. Both of the spirit of the bird truth within us. Yes. This is a movement. We're decentralized. I forgot my path. You are the exact same as me. I'm the exact same as you. I got it. We're waking up this country together. So let it be in your be real. Listen from this application. Let's go. I'm not the question. You say why. You ever wonder why bird poop falls on your car? Why? Because they're tracking you. Are you okay with that? No. You ever wonder why you've never seen a baby pigeon? Why? They come out of the factory as adults.
What?
This feels like a Dave Chappelle skit or some shit. SNL skit or something.
It might as well be that. Keep going.
Oh, shit.
Keep going. Go to the next video. Go to the next one. They get straight.
These niggas are blowing birds.
I think it's only one more, guys.
There's no way they're
This is the
serious.
craziest one to me.
There's no way.
Y'all, what the fuck did I see? Like when I saw this, I was like, what the hell? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, dog. I don't.
I thought it was funny,
know.
but like this is real?
Think about it. I saw your reaction this whole time. It went from a real thing.
This isn't real. No way people are this stupid.
You know what people are
Oh,
gonna start
man.
doing next? They're gonna start trying to capture birds and opening them up.
I mean, they've been outside, right? You see this motherfuckers just doing bird shit. Like, how the bird's not real when you see the bird doing bird shit all day?
Doing bird shit. Oh, that one threw me off. Doing bird shit.
They're doing bird shit, bro. Like, you know how many times I go to the car wash because these birds are shitting everywhere? Like, it's not that serious.
They were
try to
booing
track
the
where you
birds
going.
like it was like LeBron in Miami.
What'd you say?
I said they're booing the birds like it was LeBron in Miami.
Oh,
That's the like
think
I
you
don't
said
get
you-
it.
I thought you was about to tell me LeBron believed this shit. I was about to say it must be true. Then I mean, I assume he's done his research.
I'm mad at y'all, bro.
Yeah, I like never
So-
want to go to New York ever again.
So this is what I was thinking when I saw this. Like probably like 5 to 7 minutes after watching it, I was just like, what could possibly would they be thinking? But maybe New York is such a concrete city that they grew up in that maybe nature is not a normal thing for them to see in that city. I don't know.
There's no way, bro. They
that's
have
what
some
got
trees
you come up
in their background. Can you Google birds aren't real, Rob? I gotta know. This is
Get this.
They got merch, dog.
I mean, yeah. They got their own website. My God.
A movement.
I'm
She already had that
alive.
shirt on. Now I think about it. She had that shirt on.
This is the dude from the video.
So can you go up? Is there like an about us page? Like, there you go. Yes. When asked to write the unabridged history of this organization, I was taken aback. I knew I had reached many thousands in my quest to spread the truth, but I was bewildered and frustrated with myself when I realized I had not yet done an acute job of giving details. The why, how, when, who, etc. I knew that I had to write something that was concise, accurate, and free of any fault or error. So it begins. In 1947, the CIA was founded. What the fuck is this? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to keep skipping. The highly publicized event gave the government a small window to implement a new program for CCTVs. Are they saying the CIA made fucking birds?
Oh, bro. What? Every time y'all say something, this shit just turns out more funny. It's like, come on now.
This underline one said Maeve 56 Doles and his teams hated birds with a passion and were heard on many occasions calling them flying slugs and the scums of the sky. Goddamn. As they would often poop on their cars in the parking lot of the CIA headquarters and quite frankly all over the DC metro area. I believe this was one of the driving forces that led Doles to not only implement robots into the sky, but actually replace birds in the process. They
Okay.
did not need to kill all of the birds and could have launched a quarter of the robot birds that they did. But the pigeons in DC at the time were absolutely ruthless.
All right, so that makes a little bit more sense.
No, that just gives
No.
us. I'll say, bro, that just gives us a history info.
I'm gonna have to read this book. This is crazy.
This shit long as fuck. They know people aren't gonna read this whole thing.
When my girl won't go on vacation, this one I'm gonna listen to the audiobook of because I feel like I'm gonna have some good sleep.
Oh, okay. Here we go. So it's gonna tell us which birds do what. The pigeon is for city surveillance.
Okay,
The vulture is for public sanitation.
makes sense.
The bluebird is a retina scanner. The owl is night surveillance. Shout to Drizzy. The hummingbird is an attack drone. That makes sense.
No, it don't.
The seagull is
I ain't
coastal
never been attacked by
surveillance.
no hummingbird.
I know that's damn right.
It's not attacking you. It's a drone.
A
The
goose
goose is
is really
recreational
attack drone.
surveillance.
Yeah, exactly. That would have been more accepting of that.
The hawk is regional alpha. I don't know what that means.
They don't know what it means. This
The
is
sparrow's
bullshit.
general
This is
surveillance.
bird shit.
The raven is a stealth attack drone.
Okay, the first one, that one makes sense.
That's the
Parrot
closest one that makes
is a
sense.
linguist analyst,
Okay.
and the flamingo is an aquatic sentry.
I don't know what war on birds they going through, but I mean,
Bro, Andrew Tate, it's a good shirt. This shit's a meme.
it's got to be. Because no one can think this is real. Like motherfuckers do their taxes, and you can't tell me you are this silly and doing your taxes.
Don't be surprised, man. Don't be surprised. You get
Y'all know who
people too
Lisa
much
A
credit.
is? Mitch D. Who's Mitch D, Darren?
I don't know.
Donovan Mitchell?
Christina bought it for her boyfriend, who is an elder in the bird brigade. I'm done with this topic. This is
Yeah, that's what I said. We gotta go.
I-
But
That's
Hmm.
hilarious. We
I
should
just-
start our own
with-
call or something at this point.
I just
Hold
could
on,
not
look.
dedicate my
bottom.
weekend to that.
Go all the way to the bottom. There's a quote. What's it say? It says the Birds Aren't Real movement has been active since 1967. 1976, once a preventative cause, our initial goal was to stop the genocide of real birds. Unfortunately, this was unsuccessful. The government has since replaced every living bird with robotic replicas. Now our movement's prerogative is to make everyone aware of the fact. That's crazy because Nipsey definitely brought a bird back and it was not a robot.
I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
Yeah, we don't gotta watch.
We all remember where we were when that happened.
I just can't believe it. I'm sorry.
This-
We got to move
this has
topics. 'cause
gotta
I
be
can't
a
believe this shit. It is baffling.
That's
It is
funny.
baffling.
That's funny though. Good for them.
All right.
So I
this
saw this
video's-
on the internet.
Go ahead.
I saw this on the internet, and I know everybody makes their eggs differently. Like, I would never be the person that try to make somebody else's eggs because usually they'll complain about it being you're supposed to put cheese in it or you're supposed to flip it at a certain point or something random, scrambled or whatever. This is a video that defines the reason of why I say this.
It's good. Whoa,
So
right
I'm not
back.
I'm not a person that likes my yolk running, but I do like the fact that they were just creative.
That was crazy.
I just think it's super creative, and I dare any one of y'all to try at least one or two of these, and let me know how it turns out.
I'm gonna try it this weekend.
So the one with the bell peppers, I haven't did it with the bell peppers. I forget what it's called. It's like eggs in a nest or something. But you can do the same thing with like get a piece of bread and put it in the middle of the bread. So it's like toasted bread. I forget what it's called though. It's like eggs in a something.
Never knew this. Thanks for making me hungry.
No problem. Hope you got eggs at your crib.
We'll see.
Now this video. First things first. Did y'all hear the news that they're getting rid of Cartoon Network?
Who is getting rid of Cartoon Network? Warner Bros.
Yeah, I think they're calling it. Thank you. They're calling it Warner Brother Animation or something crazier now. It's not.
No
it's just
way.
not.
Is it because of the merger?
Yes. The what?
The merger, Warner Brothers Discovery. I know
Yeah,
they're moving like
yes.
a bunch of shit around over there.
Yeah, and this is just so disappointing to me because I can't remember a time where there wasn't a Cartoon Network.
I remember when there was Turner and Boomerang.
I remember that, but Cartoon Network was still a thing then too.
The Flintstones was on Boomerang and the Dell.
Yeah, they had like
I'm
all
showing
that
my age.
Hanna-Barbera. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
All his
Hanna-Barbera.
shows.
Well, you can go ahead and play this video because y'all about to see a Lifetime, a Cartoon Network, and a video.
They got everybody.
That was my shit, and I just wanted to share that with y'all because there's going to be no more Cartoon Network, and that just brought back all the memories of being a child, man.
I mean,
I feel like you remember where you were, maybe not the first time you seen it, but definitely certain episodes you remember being like, damn, like I know exactly what's about to happen. Type of shit. I don't know, man. That is my
are
shit.
they getting rid of Toonami?
Is that, I don't even know. Whoa.
I don't think so.
Because if they get rid of Toonami, they're done. Cartoon Network is done.
Yeah, they're kicking off a new year, but this was in January of last year, so it looks like Toonami's still there. When did
What
Toonami get
replaced
canceled?
Toonami? Oh,
I think it came back.
okay.
I'll be honest with you. I don't remember Toonami still being a thing nowadays. I remember it getting canceled.
It says it
Toonami's
canceled
still
back
a
in
thing.
08 originally.
Hmm.
But this is saying it brought it back earlier this year.
One of
That's-
the questions said, "Why did Cartoon Network stop Naruto?" Naruto.
Because it's full of fillers.
Pretty much.
It's not worth airing.
All right. We're on to
So
a more
now we're gonna
serious
get-
topic.
Get into the bullshits. So we all know who this man is.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones, and he's going to show us why he's being sued for $1 billion. Because this is the kind of person that gets sued for $1 billion.
Damages in this case, we award damages to each plaintiff and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems LLC as follows. Roman number 1, compensatory damages, instructions, fill in both numbers for each plaintiff, then go to section 2. Please enter your damages assessments for each plaintiff on the line below. To plaintiff Robbie Parker. A, defamation/slander damages past and future, $60 million. Yeah. Emotional distress damages past and future, $60 million. Total fair, just, and reasonable damages to plaintiff Robert Parker and against Alex Jones and Free Speech Systems, and line A and line B, total $120 million. Yeah. Approved by the jury. Yeah. To plaintiff David Wheeler. A, defamation/slander damages past and future, $25 million. B, emotional distress damages.
That's horrible to say the least. Do you guys know what he said about the kids?
I don't want to know.
Yeah, this man said that they never died. It was a hoax. All kinds of other grimy shit that you shouldn't say about people who have died.
Let them believe that dumb shit. Them kids, in his eyes, if them kids are still alive, guess what they're gonna be enjoying? That $60 million.
It's crazy.
If he wants to believe that dumb shit and say dumb shit like that.
So, a little bit of a background on this case. The reason why they were awarded any of this money is because he failed to show up to 3 court appearances with this against this topic because he was too busy ruining other people's lives in Texas. So they're making a showing of him apparently. And I want to know, how do you guys feel about this? Should someone be able to be sued for $1 billion, or is freedom of speech above all?
It wasn't. It's not about freedom of speech. He was spreading false rumors. That was the problem with it.
On his news channel, he can say whatever he wants on his news channel. Right?
No, you can't.
You can't. It can't be slanders. Can't be slander. You can't do that shit.
He was telling people to do their own research. He wasn't emailing these people death threats. He was just saying, "Hey man, this shit's real."
About threats. Can we look up the word slander real quick? Because that's what did they say that in the court case?
Slander and defamation.
Yeah, look up these two real quick.
Slander.
Jesus.
The action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation. So, let's say if you did say that the kids were still alive, what does that do for the parents? It can damage their reputation because if somebody does believe that dumb shit, they can go out and be harassed because somebody believed that dumb shit that he's spreading. Once again, that's slander.
It's true. But he didn't name them, did he?
Didn't name what?
These people individually. I'm pretty sure he was saying he was saying that they were all actors, that they were being paid, that the situation was a hoax and was used during an election year. That's what they were saying, right?
Why didn't he prove it?
It's hard to because the FBI's
don't say it. Don't say it if you
that's
can't.
That's why he told his viewers to think about it. Be conscientious and don't be fooled.
You know what? They thought about it. They thought about it so much that it got back to the parents and they sued them.
So a little what I believe to be karma after this ruling was made and he was doing all this bullshit on his live stream. He then asked his hundreds of thousands of viewers to make donations to him and promised that not a cent will go to these people and their false winnings in court.
There you go. It's definitely going there.
It's definitely going there.
My fault. No, the people who donate to him are idiots because it's definitely going there. Unless you believe.
Money he's getting.
You said what?
I said I wonder how much he's already gotten.
I don't even want to know that shit. I don't even want to know that shit.
I'm good. That's just some ignorant ass shit at the end of the day.
I'm not
to be
surprised.
making fun of it, doing a reaction video to it, makes it look even.
The fucked up part about it is like it's gonna be hard for them to get that money from it. It's hard. Like when you sue somebody for like not criminal charges but civil case, and you win a cash settlement, you gotta actually like get somebody to go get that money for you, and that's just a hard process.
Well, the funny part of that is he's being hit with punitive damages in November while he's going to court for it, but all of his companies are currently undergoing bankruptcy, so all of his finances are being reviewed and are already in the government's hands. So
there you go.
Slam dunk.
My thing was, there's no way. I bet Alex Jones is a millionaire, but just off his podcast and stuff alone. But there's no way he has $65 million. There's no way he has all that money.
He claims to have $2 million.
So that'll be my thing. Like, how would they expect to get the money if he doesn't? Like, are they just
going
going to be forced to sell
all his assets?
But he's still going to be in debt. He's still going to be. There's still like probably 900 million more, if that.
That's unfortunate.
It's just a timing thing. He got years. He can pay it off 15 years from now, 20 years from now.
That's what I was thinking. Like, would they be able to take 50% of income here, 20% income here? How would that work? With the
garnish your wages, take your house.
Yeah.
Take everything, bro.
But they gotta hire somebody to do that shit.
Oh, I mean, they're making hundreds of millions of dollars. They can hire someone
if they get paid that initially. Like OJ's case, where he lost in the civil trial and he had to pay all that money. Them people didn't see like shit. Like I debate if they even still that OJ probably still owed him. Like, for real.
Bitch.
Just got out of jail, bro. I ain't got the money.
Rock out. So this is from the Candace Owens. You know how she is. She announced the other day that Kanye West has officially been kicked out of JP Morgan Chase Bank as a client. And this is the letter they sent over to the people who have this information about his bank, I guess. You want to make it a little bigger? Because I can't. I don't got good eyes. I got wizard eyes. All right. The bank says, Dear Ye West, or whoever I assume this letter is towards, We are sending this letter to confirm our recent discussion with blank, blank, blank that JP Morgan Chase Bank North America, aka the bank, has decided to end its banking relationship with Yeezy LLC and officiated entities to provide the company with sufficient time to transition to another financial institution. We will continue to maintain the accounts, including all related products and services, until November 21st, that 3 days before Thanksgiving. To avoid any transaction delays, we suggest that you stop processing company transactions and/or using products associated with the accounts 5 business days before the scheduled closure date. We ask that you act promptly, transfer your business to another financial institution before the 21st of November. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out to your usual banking contact. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Kanye did this to himself, though. Let's be honest.
Go ahead, Rob.
The bank broke up with him.
So
How do you feel, Rob?
basically, Kanye said he was gonna go DEFCON 3 on the Jewish people. So JP Morgan wasn't having any of it.
Wait a minute. He said what now?
He was gonna go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people.
Where did he say this at?
Twitter before he went to sleep one night. He said, "I'm tired right now, but when I wake up, I'm gonna go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people."
There's something really wrong. Something really wrong.
I also expect it was from that. It has something to do with his conversation on what was it, Drink Champs? The things he said about
Drink
Jewish
Champs.
people on there as well.
He was on Alex Turner being wild, talking about
what'd you
the
say?
Jewish people, the reason why Kanye's fucked up, or Kim did something with Pete Davidson on a rug in a fire or something stupid. I'm like, this dude is wild.
Yeah. He was saying something like, she was raised a Christian by her father, Robert Kardashian, but now she's having sex with Pete Davidson next to a fire. That's some Jewish shit.
But I'm leaving what I thought alone.
The only thing I can tell people is go, if you want to, go listen to that Jink Tramps interview. It's just him ranting for 3 hours on that interview, just saying outlandish things, to say the least.
I can't imagine.
I can't. I just you know my biggest problem with like this shit. Let's just say you got a reason to go DEFCON on Jewish. Let's just say you do. You never brought out any facts. We don't have no reason to think besides this. They're telling you to get a new banking institution, but I get tired of celebrities just acting like their words just don't fucking matter. Like when they want it to matter all the time, but then when it matters to higher up people who make other decisions, people who work with real money, real money. I just don't get it. I don't know. Maybe
I think that Kanye just needs to hire me to be that person who he bounce ideas off of. That way I can be like, now hold on, Ye. Say it one more time out loud.
Kanye said he was Moses, LA. He ain't listening to nobody. He
I
called
get it,
himself
but,
Moses.
You know, just I'm gonna put like a little shock collar on him or something. I don't know, man. Like he just needs somebody to be in his corner that can tell him no, because I feel like that's what he don't have that.
I think
somebody
anybody
like
that
chill the fuck out.
Speaking of, you might as well say it because I think isn't that our next topic where Nori had to say apologize? Isn't that our next topic?
Yep.
Let's go into it.
Or is that the further one down?
That's further down. This one says Kanye West made anti-Semitic remarks and other incendiary claims and clips left out of Tucker Carlson's Fox News interview. So this is from Tucker Carlson's interview. I don't think there's any videos of it.
No.
But he was doing the same exact thing, attacking Jewish
So
people.
we got any quotes? You can go back to it.
Yeah. All right, so go down.
And another clip left out of the interview, according to Motherboard, Ye claimed that fake children or actors, professional actors, were placed into my house to sexualize my kids.
Mm.
Well, I won't know. We that's something I just don't know. I don't live in your house. I don't know your kids. I don't know the kids around your kids. Even if
See,
that is the case,
it's just wild. Like, he is how old? 40-something years old. Like, calm down, bro.
you know
You need
it's
to call,
so
you need to
funny
call
though.
Jay. That's what you need to do.
What?
You know, there was. I think he actually said if Jay endorsed him for like presidency, he would win.
No, he don't need to be doing that.
Right. I just don't. I don't get it. And you know what's crazy about it is, I actually watched the video and like people are like booing Kim Kardashian at like recent Rams game and shit at like SoFi. People like they showed her on the big screen. They just flat out booed her. I think people are just tired of celebrity couples in general. I'll be 100% honest with you.
I think people love celebrity couples.
I think people are tired of with these ones specifically, the Kardashians specifically. Anything that's associated with the Kardashians, I think people are just tired of it.
I'm over Kanye West, and unfortunately, I don't know why he got a fake James Harden beard going. What's happening here?
So here's my question to y'all: Is Donna 2 gonna be fire?
Donna 2 already came out.
Oh, I thought it was. I thought that was like
We
leaked. I don't know.
no, it just didn't hit music. It didn't hit our music streaming because he has his own streaming network or whatever, and it only has that album on there. Some shit. You had to buy that one thing. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Nobody bought it.
Right.
That thing was actually like really cool though.
Nobody bought it.
The only way I bought it because it was mad expensive. That's why. He was charging an arm and a leg for it.
I'm just telling you, nobody bought it. But
all right, so Nori, who's one of the hosts on the Drink Champs interview, on the Drink Champs podcast, he went on Hot 97, Ebro in the morning, and was apologizing for having Ye on there. He says, I didn't think he was going to spread this ideology. I didn't think he was going to go there. Nori said the 913 mark, at the 913 mark of the interview below. I thought he was going to have a couple of drinks. He smoked blunts with us. I thought it was going to be lighthearted.
he threatened our producer that if he couldn't film, he would walk out. He was trying to. That's how our interviews go. We try to light you up, and then you get drunk, and then you get to turn to our side. We tried to do that, but it's yay. I learned my lesson because at the end of the day, as a journalist, I did my job. I let a person talk. As a journalist, you're supposed to have no opinion, no options, no options, none of that. But I'm black. I am George Floyd. I am Virgil. I am that, and I didn't know till I saw it. I don't watch my own interviews. I just think I'm that dope. So when I watched myself, I was embarrassed. I was like, wait a minute, what did you let him just say? Yeah, because he was saying some crazy shit. Ultimately, I think that's the same thing, bro. I just think I don't think people should like give Nori any backlash because I think a lot of people are in those circumstances. When shit is going bad, they're not the person. It's hard for them to speak up. It's just hard for them to speak up in those times.
Yeah. And you know how Kanye is. Kanye just be ranting. So he barely had a chance to even say anything.
You just don't know where the next point is going to go with him. Like when he was saying the thing about George Floyd, it was like it was started out as the knee didn't kill him, fentanyl killed him. and then it was he reminded me of Virgil, and then it was something else and something else, but it never all just tied together too well. And that's the problem that I just have with Kanye sometimes.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's sad to
Music,
see. One of the
musically a genius. Give him that.
One of the
Is it all just for clout? Like, is it just to make people think he's here for something?
Possibly running for president, which I think is a meme at this point. And I don't know, probably just to purchase objects, push his fashion, clothing brand, all that jazz. Just to make people say, "Hey, let's go buy some Yeezys," because he's talking shit about the Jewish people. I don't know. I think he's taking that whole bad publicity is good publicity. Maybe. I don't know.
What you saying that way?
Is he trying to get the far right on his side?
He was actually talking about that on the Noise podcast too. He was saying that how all these white people that voted for Trump, they like me wearing the hat, but are you all going to vote for me when I run in 2024?
No, they're not. No, we're not. No.
I'm not voting for shit, yeah. Sorry, bro. Drop an
Nah, this
album.
nigga- Thank you. Drop an album. I'll listen to it. Won't buy it.
Facts. It's probably heat too. All right. Well, so this next video is he claims to be the fastest reader in the world, but the judges weren't having it.
Okay.
So let's check out this video.
I'm the fastest reader in the world. I read a 1,679 pages book within 2 seconds.
Yes. Go on. What is it? What just happened now? What did you learn from the book that you just read? You said what?
The first one is pretty real.
I will chew your meat. Are you crazy?
I just read. I can read fast.
You don't understand what you are reading. Then what's the point? Anybody can do what you just did. What kind of talent is this?
I'm the fastest reader in the world. I read.
That seems like a SNL Dave Chappelle skit too.
You want me to chew your food? Oh man.
Yo, African shit is too funny to me. Do you know what that means? What he was trying to say?
I don't know if he even read the book before he even came up there. That's my thing. I thought he was just going to like have pre-knowledge of what it is already, and just spit out facts.
What was he trying to say?
It's like an insult. It's like, are you lame or are you stupid? Because those people you have to, preach you the food for. Like, it's a insult amongst insults. This thing, wow, he said,
oh man,
he said,
that's
tell me
pure
what
comedy.
you just read. He said, tell me what you just read. That's when I lost it. I was like, I looked at him. I was waiting like, there's got to be a part where you tell me what the fuck.
You gotta run it back for me, bro. You gotta run it back for me one time.
1,679 pages book within 2 seconds.
Yes. Go on.
This is like way longer than 2 seconds, so that's my thing.
Yo,
what is it?
I couldn't go fast, so you didn't know.
What just happened now? What did you learn from the book that you just read? You said what?
The first one is pretty real.
I will chew your meat. Are you crazy?
He said, "I will chew your meat." That's funny.
I just read. I can read fast.
You don't understand what you are reading. Then what's the point? Anybody can do what you just did. What kind of talent is this?
Bro,
Yo,
what was he thinking? Just what was homie thinking?
what did I just watch? Yo, this is probably the best YouTube video I've ever seen on this podcast. Yo, what show is this?
That's a good question. Now, that's a good question.
I need to watch
What?
this show.
Yo, if anybody sees this and can name that show, put that in the comments for us at some point. 'Cause that would be a good one.
Funny as fuck.
It gotta be unique, just unique talents at this point, like what they go up there for. Because this guy, he was confident though. I will say that Rob was right about that. His confidence level was there.
This got to be America, like Nigeria's Got Talent or something.
Something.
Oh man,
And that shit was wild.
Next topic.
All right. So this is probably gonna be our last topic. We got 4 minutes left. So the police are using DNA to generate 3D images of suspects that they've never seen.
If I can choose, I want the Michael Jackson one to be last.
Okay. Yeah, let's listen to Michael Jackson.
All right. You want to introduce it?
Darren was talking about last week when we was ended on the podcast about how Michael Jackson was a GD, and I found the video where they finally made reference about some things.
All right.
you gotta
So
play the video. Huh?
yeah, but I'm trying to find this one. First person has.
Mike got Bubbles. Bubbles, little motherfucker. Bubbles, a little ass chimpanzee. Mike got Bubbles. We on that motherfucking yacht. That was the last time I seen Bubbles. Mind you, they living right there on Havenhurst, the Black Gate. Anybody know Havenhurst? Right there off of Havenhurst, the Black Gate. I'm over there. Bubbles ain't got big, man.
So why are you over there?
Oh man, fucking with Mike. Mike's our nigga.
Wait, I thought on the yacht was the last time you seen.
No, that was the last time before this time.
That was the last time I seen Bubbles, nigga. Last time I seen Bubbles. You know what I'm saying? Last time I seen Bubbles.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead.
So
you in the Mike house?
Well, no. I can tell you the situation with Catherine. We love her. I remember they ran over the gate, nigga, and Catherine fed all those people. Mike said, "Boo, they seen this nigga in a Bentley with curtains, nigga." I said, "How they see you?" They seen me. Next thing you know, 1,000 cars chase us. You hit Havenhurst van, run through the whole Black Gate, bam, knock the gate down. Man, the security Joe over there shooting. Joe Jackson, pow, 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 pow. Joe keep pistols on. Hell yeah, Joe ain't bullshitting. Catherine, nigga, like, no. Catherine's a beautiful woman, man. She fed them fans. And she got some in, but the other ones got gaffled up. You
got shot at.
Got shot at and gaffled up.
Okay.
But the ones that made it in, she took care of them, fed them. You can check that facts. So
you over there chilling.
Over there chilling.
And what do you feel in your...
All right, I'm gonna skip to 47.
Some little pandemonium going on.
Yeah.
So we watching. Whoa, so nigga, Pac move, got out the way. Mike step in. Whoa. Pac swing. Mike dip it.
Whoa.
Swing back.
Vital parts of the story.
Well, listen, we
explain that.
I'm explaining to you, nigga. Mike, you can't listen. They got Kadada like this, nigga. They got Kadada. We talk like that, nigga. You from
I know. Whoa, not Bobby Womack, nigga. Go ahead.
So they got it.
So
like
Pac pulling this way and
Mike pulling that way. So
yeah,
it was a misunderstanding. They move her out the way and they whoa, they join.
So they talking shit.
They join. Pac like, whoa, Mike ain't having it. Mike like, nigga, what? Whoa. So, you know, Pac gonna take off. Pac gonna bomb first, nigga. So Pac swing.
Did Mike bang folk on Pac?
Man, we was over by the DJ thing. We was coming over, man. We watching shit. So we coming to break it up. And so Mike, nigga, Pac gonna swing. Pac ain't gonna do too much talking. He gonna say something. He swinging first. He gonna bomb. He bombed first. But that nigga swung. Mike dipped it. And whoa, gave him one. But then Pac gave him that little thing with the knee. He ain't like this. And we just went to the ground and we broke it up. And then Pac got a little grassy, you know, it was a little shake up, man. It wasn't no scud, nigga. It was a shake up. But they got down, you know what I'm saying? They think it's funny, man. Spikey was asked about the respect.
Y'all go back. Hey, go back to like 12 minutes. Go back to like 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
12 no, go back like 12 like 12 no, back like all the way to where at the beginning. 12 minutes. I just want to get like where he says like Mike
The
was
theme song. Yeah, we got a platinum plaque for that, and that was probably the best time of my life because we were touring with the wrestlers. We would perform in the motherfucking ring with the motherfuckers, and we was worldwide with it. Yeah, it's called The Big Show. We did The Big Show, and go ahead, come on, Teddy. Yeah,
What song did you rap?
it was The Big Show. We did
That
the
was
thing.
it? Just The Big Show?
When
It's
he
all
came out,
good.
we did
We
his
gonna
theme.
believe on this
Like it's The Big Show, and we rapped on that, and it.
That's kind of hard.
It's all good, man. Next time I'm about to go through this and find out
I'm telling
exactly
y'all,
where
it
he
was
said.
just about to be a little bit more. Y'all about to hear about how Mike was. Woo.
Bro, this is a good interview. Well, I'm telling you, I forgot I was driving when I heard this shit. Like I was like just zoned in on this shit. Like usually podcasts can't do that to me, but this one I was sold on. Man,
They said Mike was about to whoop 2 podcasts.
he said he ducked it. What?
And then after that, he was like, Mike was talking shit. He was like, how he sounded. What you mean? Mike didn't do that stage voice, nigga. He said that nigga was down. He was down with the shits.
Check the last podcast. Was that in the last podcast where we did that?
Yeah.
Oh man. Everybody, love and hand.
Also, PSA for those of y'all who have student debt, they finally released the website on Friday where you can fill out your application to get your up to $20,000 relief or debt forgiveness. I filled mine out. You should fill yours out as well.
Doesn't take too long. Everybody should get on that.
Took me 2 minutes.
Yep,
I did it during the podcast earlier.
That's how y'all know. Do that. Get your money.
So on that note, I would like to thank everybody for listening to another episode of the Purple Pill Podcast. This was episode 88 of the Purple Pill Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. And we'll see you guys again next week. Peace out.
We.
Peace.